Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Rush holding it down with the Labudo Network. Right now, I'm promoting my side hustle, Rush Enterprise. If you're in the state of New Jersey, you need armed guards or unarmed guards, call up my business line and I'll line it up. The bigger the contract, the more money we make together, you heard? Today, I got my co host back in the building. We about to expound on these three classic albums and give it a break. You are now tuned in to the Progress Report. Yo, Fame, man, talk to the people, man. Let the people know what's popping.
Hope everybody ending their week good. You're now tuned into the world's most largest and notorious YouTube channel, the Labudo Network. This is the progress report we do. We grade these albums, see how they stood the test of times, we just see how niggas is with their craft. Let's
Word.
get it.
Okay, so which album you want to start off with?
It don't matter, nigga. I know all these albums by heart. It don't matter, nigga. We can start off with Illmatic.
All right, we could start off with Elmatic, man. Let's see.
I'm gonna pull up the little cover real quick, show everybody so they
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Illmatic. Rappers, I monkey flip on with this funky rhythm I be kicking. Musician, inflicted confidence. Pain, I'm like Scarface, sniffing cocaine, holding an M16. See, with a pen, I'm extreme. Bullet holes left in my peep clothes. I'm suited up in street clothes. Hand me a nine and I defeat foes. You know my stilo. Yeah, Illmatic. I think that's the perfect album to start off with. Yeah, perfect. Go in order because that came out first. Reasonable Doubt came out next, and then Ready. I think Ready to Die came out next. My bad. Illmatic, Escobar, Nasty Nas. This came out in 1994. Wait, 93. That's 93 or 94.
Yeah, I was a shorty when this one came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can just briefly put the cover up there so that everybody know what we're talking about.
yeah, this is the Illmatic album from Nas.
Yeah,
This is one of my favorite joints. You know what I mean? Classic
yeah. It's not.
album.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, like definitely uh his pen game was incredible on his first album. Know what I mean?
17 years old when he made this. Crazy to know that a 17-year-old can write that vivid like that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
man.
go. I'm gonna go on and get my grade right now, nigga. I'm gonna tell you
All
right
right.
now, because this is 100% me. Ain't no skips on this joint. It's 9 for 9 because you're not counting the intro. I think it's 10 tracks on it. It's 9 for 9, so it's 100%, and it's a classic. And for what it did for hip hop, this album changed rap forever. Because before Nas was before this before this album, people wasn't rapping like this. They wasn't as technical. You probably could say, Big Coogee rap or Coogee rap or Rakim. But I think Nas is a combination of both of them, Coogee rap and Rakim.
Right.
I think he's
Now,
a
now,
he's a combination
when
of
you expound on Cool G Rap, what I love about Cool G Rap's flow, it's it's like it's unorthodox. You know what I mean? Like the way he put his words
yeah.
together and his delivery is incredible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, another Queens native, by the way. I met Coogee Rap too. He's a cool guy. Um, but yeah, Nas is a combination of both of them, his style, and he just took it to the next level, and he evolved the game. And after that, rappers, rappers changed, hip hop changed. So I'm giving this album a A plus. So I'm giving it 100%, and then the impact, I'm giving it the plus for me. So it's gonna get a 105 for me. It's gonna get an A plus for me. I don't think
Yeah,
there's no skips on here.
I would give it an A, not an A plus. But I mean, yo, that album is incredible. Like his skills of rhyming and I mean, the thought he put in within that album was incredible for a 17-year-old kid, man. I mean,
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about it for his age to write so vivid like that in detail, because you can when you listen to this album, it embodies Queensbridge and Queens as a whole, but you can visualize everything he's saying, you know, with the album and all that. And the production is, and it's the first time too. It made history. It's the first time it had an all-star production, because before this it wasn't a bunch of people coming together to make an album like production wise. It's probably an artist and one producer. Nas had Q-Tip, he had Primo, he had LES, he had Pete Rock, he had who else? Pete Rock. There was somebody else I'm missing. Q-Tip. I said Q-Tip already.
yeah,
All right. Yeah, it was an all star. Hey, Large Professor and Large Professor too. So yeah, Illmatic it changed the game how niggas rap. He made niggas step their game up after this album. After this album, it was no more the a hip hop a hip to that type of rapping. It was more detailed. It was more visual. It was more storytelling. It was more let me see. The rhymes is more deeper than what it used to be. So I think this album just changed the game. So I'm giving it the A+. What up, SJ? I'm glad you can join us for the progress report. This is your first progress report, man. You missed the last one.
No doubt, no doubt. So what's the rated scale? You said this was a.
We're doing to tell you about it. It's basically grading albums.
Okay.
Just giving it a grade A, B, C, D, F, and you can give your percentage. Like if you can skip tracks, like I don't want to talk about this one, but like last time I gave the Slim Shady, I think a 60 something, a 40 something percent. I'd say you can skip like 4 tracks out of whatever. So just basically the percentage and give it a grade.
Oh, okay. But you're giving this you said an A+ or something? That's the highest?
Yeah. I'm giving Illmatic an A+.
Okay. Definitely a classic album. So I'll give it like a A. I can't give it the plus though, man.
Okay. I'm giving it the plus. I gave it an A because there's no skips on it, so I'm giving it 100%. Because I don't think you can skip a track on it.
You could go through the whole, like you said, the whole album. The whole album was fire.
Yeah, and the production is fire too. I think the production still holds up today when I listen to it.
Oh yeah, you could play this. This is timeless. This is a timeless CD. Like you said, even now, if you play this and you hear the lyricism, you like, damn. At this young age, this cat is still cold. Yeah. So you got to give him props.
Yeah, very. But
you don't think there's a little bit of Rakim in him?
I said that. I said Nas Nas said himself. I said Nas is a combination of Rakim and Coogee Rap.
Okay, I got you. I ain't catch that part.
Yeah. That's. But I think he's a better version of them. He's them combined. Put like that. Plus, he makes better.
He's a refined version of them. Yeah.
He's definitely better.
Yeah.
But I would just give you a little bit because I know you was like, hey man, Nas made everybody step their game up. I would say Rakim kind of did.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of nice on the mic. He was the first one I'll say that kind of him and Coogee rapping them took the street to the records. Because before then everybody was on some like harmony type shit, and they would start spitting that like raw shit. And I think Rakim was spitting. He had some lyricism, and I think like definitely Nas refined everything.
Yeah, I totally agree. So what do you think about the essay and Rush? What y'all think about the production on the album?
I thought the production was flawless, man. It's timeless, like y'all said before, and like it meshed well with his flows, man. Know what I mean? It was a collective effort to put out this classic album between Nas writing his flawless rhymes and the producers putting their work in within this album.
Yeah. I got a question for both of y'all real quick.
Real quick, the production was fire, man, because like I said, it was like you said, man, he kind of rolled everything. The culture, he mixed in the mob shit, the storytelling, and then the production kind of like I say went along with what he was spitting at that time, which was different because everybody was kind of rhyming on them watered down ass beats. So the production on this was like gritty and shit like that. So nah, definitely production was great on this album.
I got another question for y'all. So, who you think produced the best track on here, and what is your favorite track on this album?
Let me see.
My favorite production on this album is Q-Tip, One Love, and my favorite track is Memory Lane.
My favorite production on this album would be "The World Is Yours." That's one of my favorite tracks on the whole classic.
Okay.
This record is timeless, man. You know what I mean?
Damn, I got like a tie between Life's a Bitch, because you know they got my man AZ Sosa and Represent. Whoever produced Represent, I like that one.
Yo, y'all know
DJ Premier.
Panamanian. You know that, right?
What was that?
Y'all know AZ Panamanian. You know that, right?
Black and Panamanian, yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all my Panamanians out there, man. Get so far. You know what I mean? We in the building.
Yeah, DJ Premier produced that Represent. So yeah, that Represent was hard, man.
Yeah, Primo did that. And an honorable mention is New York State of Mind. That's always classic. That beat is crazy. It's not my favorite on the album, but it's still crazy.
Yeah, that was a good song too. I like that.
Damn, SA, you would have been happy if you was up here. You could have went to AZ's show with me. I just went to his show.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out, man. I'm gonna have to see what he about, man. That new album he dropped was fire. So, LES did Life's a Bitch. So yeah, LES was definitely a good producer.
Yeah, Rush, I didn't get your grade on the album. Oh, you said an A, right?
Yeah, I gave it an A.
All right.
Shout out to Rush.
That's good. Rush. Yeah, that's a dope grade. You wanna move to the next album? But
yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
Oh, what's the next one?
Reasonable Doubt.
Oh shit.
But yeah, Illmatic, that shit was everything, man. And it embodies Queens too. Like you can picture Queensbridge, like when you can visualize Queensbridge while he's rapping.
Yeah, he definitely held it down for Queens, man. He gave Queens that like unique style and stuff. So
yeah, he held it down. And this is another one, man. Oh my God. I'm gonna give this one the same thing I gave Illmatic. I'm giving it an A+. And it was slept. Both of these albums, Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt, was both slept on albums at the time too. You know, both of them kind of flopped at the time. They caught on later on.
I think they both went gold. They both went gold. Bro.
No, Illmatic went gold. Reasonable Doubt didn't go gold.
For real?
It went a couple times platinum. Yeah, Reasonable Doubt didn't. When it came out, it didn't go gold. Later on, I think it went a couple times platinum, but it didn't when it first came out, and I think Illmatic just reached gold. But that was not considered back then. That was not considered a success.
Yeah.
You know,
platinum was the thing to do. You know what I mean, like gold. Like if you went gold, like you failed in the project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even though these albums was, you know, the best at the time, but just that it didn't really have no commercial success because they didn't really have the commercial hits. Like you listen to Illmatic, it don't really got no commercial hit on it. It's just a nigga that's nice. And the pen game is nice and, you know, creative. Same as Reasonable Doubt. Now I gave this album an A+ because Jay-Z, this is basically a album for the hustlers. It's a documentary on hustlers, the Reasonable Doubt. And he pictures the hustler perfect in his album. It's like he's telling the story from beginning to end, from, you know, the life of hustling. He's getting the details with it too. And then you see at the end when he ends the whole album with regrets. So he's telling you that, you know, the regrets of all of the struggles, you know, the selling, you know, selling to his people, drugs to narcotics in the project and to his peoples. He's saying he regret all of that. So this is like a documentary for the hustlers. So I love this album, and this is another one. I don't skip nothing off this album at all. Like I can listen to this every single song, and this is fire to me.
This is the classic of all classics.
So give y'all grades on what you think about the album.
I'm gonna give this an A+. I say this is the classic of all classics, man. This is the I say if you take all the classic albums, this is at the forefront of everything. And the reason I give Jay-Z the high rating on this one, because kind of like what Famous was breaking down, how he told the story from beginning to end, but the versatility on the album. Because one thing with Nas's album, the Illmatic, definitely, man, great production, but it sounded the production kind of sounded the same. Like we said, it had that gritty style. Jay-Z kind of showed the versatility. It was like very different with the tracks and stuff. It was kind of more harmonized, I say, to what the specific songs he was doing. And this is where he was foreshadowing he was about to take the game over. He was like, hey, I'm coming, you know? So yeah, I give it an A+.
My grade to Jay's album will be an A+ as well. This is a classic album.
Brooklyn.
You know, I mean, you could let the whole album ride out. You know what I mean? And my favorite track on the album would be the one he did with Memphis Bleak.
Coming of Age.
Coming of Age. Like, the production on that record, right, is flawless, man. I mean, yo, the way they match the sounds together and then Jay's flow on top of that is a masterpiece, man. Know what I mean? Like that's how a nigga need to be nice, man. That's the bar you need to set to yourself, man. From production and rhyming wise, man. And yo, this album touched me, man. I ain't gonna hold you. This shit touched me. That's why it get an A+ from me, man. Or it's born.
The favorite track on there for me was damn, there's so many on this one, man, where I'm like, Dead Presidents, the stuff he was saying, he was like, man, if everybody in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged, nobody's gonna fall because you be each other's crutches. That bar was I like that one. That like Rush said, that hit me right there.
Yeah, lyrically, Jay was on another level on his album. Like lyrically, like this stuff, I listen to this album often. Still to this day, I listen to Reasonable Doubt, and you'll pick up stuff from Reasonable Doubt that you didn't pick up when it first came out. Like there's still stuff that like gems you can get from this joint. Like you're like, damn, he said that, and that's like how many years later? Damn, like 40 years later, and you still picking up stuff from the album. But yeah, Jay was on another level. My favorite track, y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we hear you.
We hear you.
Yeah, I think my favorite track on here is dang, it's so much on this joint, man. I like Can I Live. I think maybe Can I Live too. And there's too many, man. I can't pick from this. I like The Evils and I like Bring It On too with Sauce Money and Jazzo. I think those are my three. I gotta pick three because those.
Oh man, 22s is dope too, my nigga.
Yeah, that was a fire track too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's too many on this album, man. It's too many on this album. Like, as far as just a body of work, I think Reasonable Doubt trumps Illmatic. To me, I think it trumps Illmatic.
Yeah, I feel you. It does.
Yeah, because Illmatic is dope, but it's not. It's just a nigga that can rap good. It's not really song structure. It's just a nigga rapping about Queensbridge, and it's not really as versatile as this album. This album is just it's heavy, man.
But to be fair, man, I do think like Illmatic set the tone. It put everybody on notice. Like, because I know that even some of the rappers said they were like, man, they was coming out with albums and they scrapped that shit after they heard Illmatic. They was like, oh fuck, I got to go back to the lab. I gotta step my shit up. So Nas put the game on notice, but I think this album right here, man, this was the epitome. It was almost like a movie, man, how Jay was spitting. And even his album cover where where Rush is showing right now, man, he had the suit on, he's all mobbed up. We was rocking this shit heavy, back in the early 90s and shit. So even the style fit, he was like, look, I'm coming out here, God body out here, like mob style.
Yeah.
I still rock this joint heavy. When they did this, like at that time frame, a lot of the artists that was out was not, wearing the suits like that. They was wearing like urban wear. So, and this this was kind of like a. So he like when they dropped this joint right here, it was something different, man, from the album cover. Know what I mean?
Because you remember even when they did the video, man, with for Dead Presidents, you know, they had AZ in there, you know, they had Junior Mafia, Biggie was in there. You remember they was playing Monopoly with money. So he took took the visuals with the, like you said, the whole kind of like grown man demeanor. Yeah.
Yeah. This is, I told you, this album is the documentary for the hustler. It's basically like a Scarface story, man. Coming to age story. That's why you got coming to age on here. That's basically what it is, his come up. And then, you know, that's why he told the whole story from beginning to end. You know, the hustle, the ups and downs, and then the regrets of it, the life. Because, you know, it has pros and cons. And he told it in detail, so it's very vivid. He painted a very vivid picture of the street hustler. And at the time, he was really living that life, Jay. He was really, you know, hustling. That's why they made the album so authentic, because he was actually in that life while making this album.
Yeah, he was getting money, man.
So what y'all think the best production on this album was?
The best production, I would say, which one is which record is the one he did with Source Money?
Bring It On.
Okay,
That's Bring It On.
Bring
That
It
was
On.
DJ Premier on that.
Yeah, that's the best production on there.
I'm gonna go with Go ahead. No, go ahead. Actually. No, you got.
No. Go ahead, man. I'll let you go.
I was gonna say, I think it was Clark Kent with what's the joint, Brooklyn's Finest.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I think that beat is crazy.
That was a difficult beat. That's what I was about to say. Brooklyn's Finest.
Yeah, I mean,
that shit. I think Clark Kent produced that.
What I love about Brooklyn Finest on how Big and Jay was rapping back and forth, man. Like the timing and the wordplay is flawless on that record, man.
Yeah, because they was going like what about 4 or 6 bars, and then they would switch off.
Yeah,
and they was killing it, man. Because I was actually listening to it earlier, man, and I was like, you know how they have the lyrics where you can read it too. And I was reading it. I was like, man, just think that these are all young cats, and they were like writing like this. And they said like both Biggie and Jay would go hit the booth. They'll like kind of in their mind be spitting stuff. They'd be like, all right, let me go in there, and then they could spit something like that. Where like now in today's days, man, people could sit there for like weeks and could have come up with some shit like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's crazy.
They said when Biggie kind of did this track with him, they was like, this dude is nice. He was like, hey, he's the next one up. This is what Biggie was telling everybody and shit like that. Because he was like, hey, this dude's spitting. He was like, he's one MC like that could get with everybody. So Biggie seen it.
It's friendly competition. They always had that competitive nature in them. And it's crazy because Nas was supposed to be on this album. You know that, right?
He kind of was. What was that? The Presidents, you know, him on the hook.
Yeah.
He sampled it, but Nas was supposed to be on Bring It On. That was supposed to be Nas instead of Source Money.
Oh,
okay, but Nas didn't show up for the studio session, and I think that's what started the beef with them a long time ago, because Jay was kind of upset about that. But Nas was supposed to be on Bring It On, and then he didn't show up, so they just put Source Money on the joint. But it turned out to be dope anyway. But that would have been crazy to have Nas on this joint.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That would have been incredible.
But one more track that was hard, but it was like kind of uppity, was that Ain't No Nigga, man. That was a fire track for like him and Foxy. So that's why I said he had so much versatility in his album.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Foxy killed the record and the hook, my nigga. Like,
nah, she did.
Yeah.
You know, even the one with Mary J. Blige on there, Can't Knock the Hustle. So yeah, this was a very complete album, man.
Yeah. This was an incredible body of work, man. Incredible.
Yeah, very good. And that Ain't No Nigga track, what I'm about to say, the Ain't No Nigga track is still stuck with the topic too. That's
Yeah,
he's stuck with this whole thing. He's still stuck, you know, with the theme of the album. Like he didn't get off of it. It was just a different aspect of that life, you know. But yeah, A+ for me. Yeah, no skips on here. Absolutely no skips. Want to move on to the next?
Yeah, let's go to the next.
Reasonable Doubt, that shit was slept on. All right, Ready to Die. Now here we're going. Here, I gave this one an 88. This is an 88%, so it's a B. That's a B plus, right? Yeah, 88% is a B plus. I got 2 skips on here, man. I got 2 skips. Still a classic album. Still a good album, but I got 2 skips on this joint. What y'all think about Ready to Die?
I feel you. I'm gonna give it a B minus. The reason why I'll give it a B minus. Some of the records on there had some negative, too strong negative influence or moving in a dark path. I mean, that's why I give it a B minus.
I'll say a B plus.
Yeah, we gotta get into this album though.
Yeah, I give it a B plus, man, because the other 2 albums, the lyricism, like you said, like Pham said, man, every track was this. You can make a debate like those all could be like top 10 songs and shit. You know, with Jay's and Nas's album. This one on Biggie, even though I'm a big Biggie fan, I think he had more of a presence versus like Nas and the versatility and the lyricism. He just had that like presence. He did have bars and shit, but it wasn't as like lyrical as I would say the other 2. And there's some songs on here, like Pham said, man, I definitely could skip on some of them tracks. I didn't care too much for.
Oh, you said some. Yeah, I said 2. Cause I'm doing it fair. I'm doing it by the percentage. I gave it 14 out of 17, so that's like 88%. So yeah, and it's like Rush said too. This Biggie got a lot of rhymes that I just can't agree with. It's like more like that. It's like that horror. Big L used to do the same things when he used to say like, cause they call it like horror rap, horrorcore rap, something like that, horrorcore rap. But it's like it's just too much, man. It's like it's not gangster. It's just the shit is just disturbing. So but yeah, that's why it's just disturbing, man. And yeah, like you said, Biggie like his presence, his voice is powerful. So it's not really like he's so lyrical, but he has those lines that just hit though, and his delivery is different, so different. Biggie was unique in his own style and everything. But yeah, you can pull up the track list, Russ. I want to tell you the two tracks I can skip on this joint, man, because it's 2. The rest of them, it's 2 I can skip, and it's like maybe like 2 more that's just okay. But the rest of them was dope, like legendary tracks.
Yeah, because I say about 2 to 3 that I could be like skip, and I wasn't feeling.
Oh, 3. That's like a B minus then, SJ.
Nah, his presence was too high though, because he did have some tracks. I was like,
yeah, he got Unbelievable. He got a bunch of tracks that's like Warning. See, he got the thing. This was tricky. You should have been on the last progress report because it was so tricky, SJ. Because there's some joints like that's so legendary, it can bring your album up a little bit more. Because the tracks like on here, like Warning. That shit is crazy. Who Shot You? Crazy. Unbelievable? Crazy. But then he got those tracks like One More Chance. I ain't really like that. Not the remix is crazy, but the original version ain't all that. And what else? What is it? It's another track on here. Damn, I can't see the track list. It's another track on here. I think it's me and my girl.
Me and my bitch.
I don't think I like that one either. Is that one?
Because was this on the original? I don't think Who Shot You and Just Playing was on the original one. This must be the re-release.
Now, Who Shot You was
the bonus track.
Nah, Who Shot You was on there.
Nah, I think those were.
I think it was a bonus track.
Yeah, remaster. Those were bonus or re-releases. I ain't gonna lie though, that
Okay,
Dreams was
so
fire though. When he was talking about the RB chicks, that was a fire ass track.
Yo,
yeah.
okay,
My
now
favorite track on this.
go ahead, go ahead, go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead, Sam.
My favorite track on here is probably Warning.
Mine is
Cause that beat, and
unbelievable.
that's my favorite beat too. That Warning beat is crazy to me.
My
Yeah, he
favorite,
did
yo,
Anthony
which
Mason on that
one?
joint too.
Which record is the one that Biggie did the record with Method Man?
Machine Gun Funk, I think.
Oh, it's not Machine Gun Funk. He did that by himself. Dang, it's on here. I'm looking at it. It's not Machine Gun Funk though. I think it's Everyday Struggle.
Or the
Yeah, I think
what?
it's
It
Everyday
might be the
Struggle.
what. Is it? No. I think.
Oh yeah, the what? It's one of them. It's Everyday
Okay, no,
Struggle or
no,
the
it's
what?
the
It's one of
what?
those
It's
two.
the what? It's the what? This is my favorite track on here, right?
Yeah,
Because yo, Method Man, like that was a Method Man track. I don't think it was more of a Biggie track.
yeah.
It was a Method Man track, and
I,
yo, a lot of people are debating that. Yo, Method Man, bodied the record. You know what I mean?
They
He
both
did a
killed it.
better job than Big on
hey,
there.
I think I think he left him. I think not. I think he got him on that track, and I left him, but I think he got him. He edged him out on that track, Method Man.
Yeah, nah, honestly, man, he beat him by a landslide, man. I mean, the oh my goodness, yo, Meth killed that record. Know what I mean?
But my favorite track is
Yeah,
unbelievable, man. That Biggie killed that.
yeah. The first one too. He opened the track with Things Done Changed. That shit was crazy too. I like Things Done Changed. But sometimes Biggie be going overboard with the lyrics, man. Big L did the
Yeah,
same thing. Sometimes Big L be going
yeah. No, I agree with you, fam. Like suicidal
overboard with
thoughts
the
was a
lyrics,
big
man.
thing for me. Know what I mean,
Eminem, yeah, he was saying some crazy stuff. Like he was wilding. But talented brother, and the impact of the album.
Yeah, he definitely came at the right time, man. Like I said, he had that whole, like you said, fame, the delivery, some of the presence, man, and the punchlines, the wittiness. So I like what he did, man, as far as the showsmanship. Because I think sometimes, like the more lyrical
Yeah,
rappers, even though they're nice and shit, I prefer those more. Sometimes they do get boring because, but I like how Biggie could change shit up. Like he got on there with not on this album, but like Bone Thugs. So he was versatile too,
yeah,
man. And even if somebody, like I said, on the what, he was willing to jump into other people's style versus like pull them into a track where he's comfortable with. Because a lot of artists would do that where he's like, nah, let me ride your style on your
yeah,
thing and shit. So I give him credit for that. Cause yeah, after I probably would have heard Method Man's verse on that, I would have scrapped that track. I'm like, oh
yeah.
hell no, son, spitting.
hell no,
Let me, let me
ah,
put this on.
ah.
Yeah, you got that's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that. I
But yeah,
gotta
Biggie was
shine.
like Biggie never. You see, like Jay and Nas, sometimes their rhymes that hit you later on in life, and like sometimes you gotta like think, you gotta research stuff to see what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Or you gotta really think about what they're saying. I never got that from Biggie. I get everything
Me
Biggie
neither.
says, even if it's dope. I get it right there. I know, I get it right there. Some of his punchlines and everything. I never had to think deep for Big ever.
No, I agree with you, man. Because if you take these two out, like you said, man, when did Illmatic come out? 96?
93.
Nah, it was that early. I thought it was
Yeah,
96.
93. Nah, that's when It Was Written came out. Like 94. Jay-Z came out 94. Reasonable Doubt came out 94. Illmatic came out 93.
Oh, it was 94. Okay, and then Reasonable Doubt. Yeah, it was like 96.
Reasonable Doubt
Okay, I'm
94.
on.
Oh
But
yeah.
just think, man, like how young they was, and man, if you like listen to this, man, this could like entertain you know, at our age now, man, where we older, we wiser and shit, and you could listen to this and be like, man, this is like some intellectual like type shit.
Yeah.
So nah, that's
I
what I'm
actually
saying.
enjoy.
Yeah, Nas and like Jay-Z, those albums, man. Like you could, because even my dad, you know, it's funny, man. My dad be listening to rap and shit, and you know he could listen to like this Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt and be like, damn, man, these cats is like, you know, knowledgeable, man. So
It's like poetry, man. It's like
yeah,
that's it's basic. It's like poetry, man. It's like you listening to a movie when you listen to it. Like I
Yeah,
enjoy I enjoy Illmatic and I enjoy Reasonable Doubt now that I'm older. When I was younger, I probably didn't even get what they was at that time in the '90s. I probably didn't even get what was going on. I was probably like the beat and just the way they sound rapping. You know, you're not really getting that at that time. But I enjoyed it as I got older, and I listened to it more and more as I get older. I like it more and more.
but it's just
That's
crazy.
one thing
Oh,
I never
my
played
bad.
Ready to Die. Ready to Die. I don't go back and revisit it that much. I listen to some of the tracks like Warning and maybe Unbelievable, but I don't go back and listen to the album. Like if I go listen to Reasonable Doubt, I just listen to Reasonable Doubt. I don't pick a song. I just let it play. Same thing
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Illmatic.
Likewise,
Like
likewise.
I would have to pick songs out of Ready to Die to listen to. I can't listen to the whole thing like straight like
but you know
that, but still get a B plus.
the crazy thing, man. What one thing I do like about those rappers from that era, man, it's like the intelligence that came with them. And even the good moves and stuff, you know, like Nas is investing and stuff like that. So you can even tell, man, it even shows in their real life, like the intellect that they was able to like achieve because, you know, like looking at the dictionary, pulling out words and stuff, mixing it in with the rhymes. And then even how they have like interviews and stuff. Cause some of these like young cats I be talking to, you be hearing talk, they can't even get a complete sentence out. So it's just like, man, when you see
Yeah,
like how young they were when they were spitting, embracing like intellect and where they're at now versus like some of the newer artists, I'd be like, man, it's like night and day, man. It's crazy.
yeah. Compare and contrast. Yeah. Yo, it's funny you say that because
That's books. They don't research. They don't. They use rap. That's why I don't like people that use hip hop or music as a hustle instead of a passion. Be passionate. The passion should come first because that's you're gonna put the effort in if you have passion for what you're doing. When you're just using it to make money or you think you're gonna make money out of it, you're not really putting all your all into it. You're just probably following the trend, to try to get money or making songs for TikTok or some shit like that. That's why they don't really, their music doesn't last the test of time and it's probably just for right now. So you made a trendy song.
yeah, it's definitely microwave music. Yeah, I mean it's a
Yeah.
big difference between the MCs from from our generation to the artists that's out now. Like no talent, man. You know what I mean? They might be business savvy and understand the industry from a from a digital perspective, but as far as like the art craft, trash. You know what I mean? I can't get
Yeah,
into it.
they don't
Yeah.
put they don't put no they don't put their mind, man. You gotta put some thought process into it. Think it out, man. Be
Yeah,
creative.
because that whole era, man, you just think about it, man. Like, I know we went over just these three, but like even Sugar Hill, man, that was a classic. And some of the other ones that came out around that time too, man, Ghostface or Raekwon, you know, man, they had some bangers, man, and you had to step your game up. There could have been no weak shit. You know, you was falling off that tier if you wasn't up to par, man.
Man, I totally agree with you,
Yeah, they
SJ,
don't.
man. Like your pen game had to be incredible just for
Yeah,
other artists just to respect your craft, man.
hell yeah. Your pin game had to be elite, man. You can't be. They gonna let you know you trash, and you that was required before. Like you had to be nice to make it. Like that was a requirement. Now you don't really have to be. You just gotta be popular. You be popular and you just make music. Before you had to. There was some requirements to it.
Yeah, it was a lyricism. Then the production had to be on point. So it was like it was a combination of stuff, man. You also had to
Yeah.
match the culture. So And then they was like I said, the other element was like, man, you saw yourself as like when you listen to a Nas and a Jay, man, you're like, damn, man, they intellectual, man, they represent that. So, man, I know in like up north, everybody kind of embrace like the intelligence. We try to talk different, sound
Yeah,
more smarter and shit. So yeah, look at that
yeah,
shit differently now, man. Because it'd be funny. People be like, man, you sound hella proper. I'm like, man, that's because everything was pushed
yeah.
like education. We'll put some slang to it and shit, but we wanted to sound smart, especially when we getting at the females and shit. Nobody wanted to sound ignorant, where you can't communicate and shit.
That's why when you see artists like Jay, when you hear them outside of rap, you hear how they talk. They don't talk like they talk very proper. Like when you
Yeah,
hear Jay-Z talk, or you hear Nas, when you hear them talk outside of the rap shit, they sound like they're intelligent. They don't sound ignorant. They sound like they know something.
nah,
But
facts.
yeah,
And
that was part of. That's why you need back then. You had all the 5%ers. You had people trying to be like niggas reading the Quran. Niggas just trying to gain knowledge. They read those Donald Goines books. Like people was trying to gain knowledge and put that into their rhymes.
Yeah, I mean,
The more you know,
a lot of people won't even know what a 5% is. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
for a quick summary, man, they're basically people that believe in the Quran and all that, and they believe that you know what I mean they're God themselves or whatever with incredible knowledge. But yo, I gotta cut this joint because I gotta get back chasing this chicken. So let me
no
let
doubt.
me
all
let me get
right.
y'all last words before we bounce, man.
Now I'll just
Nothing
say, man,
that
three
no
fire
progress.
albums. Definitely classics, man. Shout out to y'all, like bringing these back up, man. I think more people need to go back and listen to it, man. Listen to the art, man. And this is how it should be done. Like Fame said, I like what he said, man. Like I get everybody just wants to hop in for a hustle, but man, if you want your shit to be talked about like decades later, man, this is what you need to do, man, to like have your timeless music and stuff. But that's it,
Yeah, you
man.
should
Thanks for
watch
having me
it
up here.
anytime. You gotta go catch the next one too, SJ.
Nah, no
But
doubt, man. I'll pull up.
yeah, but your music, you should want your music to last the test of times, man. That's your legacy. Your music gonna still be here if you're making music when you gone. So that'll be you can leave that for your legacy. So yeah, try to make some work on your craft and have passion. But yeah, another dope progress report. Can't wait for the next one.
Yo, likewise, man. Yo, it's your boy Rush, aka Raw Mundo, out here chasing that broil, that guacamole, that ragu. Seek wisdom, practice humility, and those who know stuff is free. You heard? We out. Later, man.
All right, one.